Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the name of the college is Ace Community College. So it is written over there. Ace Community College is regulated by the training institution of the government, right? So Ministry of Education and Skills of Training. So it is a, first of all, it is a trade school. Let me tell you, it is a trade school. So the programs offered by here, so you can see under the column here. So we have a construction electrician level 4 program, we have a foundation program, right? So according to different levels or the things, we have prepare the program required for the province. So here we, the first and second program, we have structured cabling and security system training. So we generally have two different program. One is for the construction electrician, and another is the electrician foundation, and third is the structured cabling and security. So all three programs are differ in their requirement, right? So let us quickly go and see where is the location of this college. So when we go and see its college location, it is in Surrey, in British Columbia. It is in Surrey. So it is one of the, I can say, the locations where the students prefer to go after Vancouver. So after Vancouver, the second sorted place is Surrey. So let's start the now program. So and moreover, whatever program we have a apprenticeship. Generally we say post paid study work placement. So in community college they don't say paid study work placement, they say apprenticeship. So let us go on our first program. So here is a construction level 4. Okay. So as the word suggests, the person who is doing the electrician program related to construction. So you can see here the entrance requirement. Just yeah. So electrical foundation program. So the overview is there. There is a lot of demand for a qualified electricians, right? So every province required trade professionals, right? So this program has been like constructed in the way what they need basically for any construction electrician or any one who want to come in a trade for this program. They can very easily start from the basics. They know how to look forward with that, how to do the things and proceed ahead, right? So I am going to share one of the, and here is the career occupation. Once he completed, he become a construction electrician or industrial electrician. There are two different things, right? And there is a body where it is regulated, Industry Training Authority. So right from there, they need to be regulated so that they can go for the further any process. And the very important thing is there, once a student complete his trade program, for example, it's a duration of 1 year, and then the college will helping them in the apprenticeship of there for 1 year. So 1 year of study is there and followed by 1 year of training is there. So thereafter they can hired by the same employer to proceed ahead and get later on the PN in the Fed this one trade professionals, they can apply the PR. So let me share some of the top demands. So this is a government website, Work BC, right? So you can see here, there is a mention demand trades. So according to BC Labor Market Outlook 22 last year, over 83 job openings for skilled apprentice trade is there in industry in the next 10 years. So I'm going to share that list. So you can see over there, there over construct is there, electrician is there, you can see here it is mentioned electrician, right? So there are how many, 3420 vacancies are there. So it means still a student has a bright career if we see over there. And if I talk about the cabling and this one, so you, I am also, and here you can see for industrial electrician alone, they have 1350. So there are two different. In industrial electrician, they can apply individually, and in construction, they can go for this one electrician, so they can go individually. So they have the programs according to their need, right? So you can see over there. And here you can see, so this is the thing that the duration is from 2022 to 32, so next 10 years. So we can see next 9 years there are good opportunities for the students who go in this, right? And let us come back to our this program. So I have completed with this. Let me go the entrance requirement. A grade 12 is required or equivalency. A student should be at the time of enrollment should be 19 or above, and they require a minimum 70% over there. And maths is required. So maths means if a student done a maths in grade 10 also, it is more than enough. The thing is there. So you can see here, international student can meet the maths entrance assessment required by the providing a equivalency. So in 10th, as I told you, if a student done has a mathematics, so that it's all right. And with a 12 background, it arts also, arts, science, commerce, anyone can join this program. It is not a hindrance that only maths background with a science student can apply. So it is anyone can apply. So this is it. So let us go on the program outline quickly. So you can see here the weeks by weeks, the program has been given over there. Now comes the schedule. So now our next class is going to be started in the month of February. So we have a different intakes. So right, currently we have a February intake. Apart from that, we have a, I can say, the intake that we have upcoming, that is in May, then September. February, May, and September. Generally, we have now, as of now, 3 intakes, and we can extend the intake if we have a good number of students. If we have a 15 students, so we can start a program at any point of time. 15 to 20 students is there, so we can start up the program accordingly. And you can see here, it is the on the job practicum placement. What I'm telling, apprenticeship. So whatever the student is going to study with us in the very next year, they is going to be gone into that, right? So this is something unique which we are blended learning we are giving them, right? And then comes our this program. Another program was uh, cabling ones. So as its name suggests, structured cabling and security. So it's related to the security system training. Like for example, if the people which are working under some CCTV, something like that. So here, it is a structured cabling system training is an introductory program to prepare the student in the trade related occupation. So there should be a practical also on the I can say job training as well as the theoretical part. So I have given an example. You can see like CCTV. It's one of the example which I put on you with that, right? So somewhere like, and then there is a you are troubleshooting, testing, so you're doing lot many things over there, right? Installation is there, so many things. And career opportunity. You can see here the career opportunity. The program is at entry level and in high demand in tech industry and prepare the graduate for a employment. So getting a job is not a problem. Acquiring a skill, it is important. How you can go with that and look forward with the things accordingly, right? So that is very much important. So thereafter, I think, let me tell. Okay, let me go to the other column of this entrance requirement. So here also we require at least a grade 12, and here we do require maths here because it is a, and here we need an engineering diploma student. Generally what the student with a 12 background, only science can be able to help because they have math. But if the student is from an engineering diploma, they can qualify, like, because already after +2 they do a 3 years engineering diploma from ITI, so they are in demand in program outline. So weeks by weeks the things are there, has been divided over there. And now comes the schedule. So again, we have classes over here. So here we have currently we have more than one intake. That is January we have, then we have April, January, April, July, and then October. Likewise, right? So these are the two programs I have so far discussed. So do somebody have any question to ask me from there? Hello. Is all of you can hear my voice?
Yes, sir.
So any question so far?
No, sir.
Okay, okay. One question is there. Age limit. Okay, 19 years and above, the question has been raised. So there is no upper limit. Why? Because it's a trade program. So trade program is always in demand. So after the age of 19, anyone can go. If it is a 35, 36 also, they can go and connect with the things, right? So we are already a designated learning institution. So let me make you clear one thing more. Like that is very much important, right? So it has nothing to do with this one. It has nothing to do with the PGWP because PGWP is something different and this is something different. Because you can see here labor market, because when we compare, when we see how many job openings are there. So you can generally see here in electrician, first of all, in industrial electrician alone, it is 1350, right? It is 1350 and it is a skilled trade. So in a trade, you need to be should be in a demand, right? So accordingly, and you can see here also in electrician, that is 3420. Again, it is a very big. So let me go on the electrician and show you further. So you can see here their knocks, that is very much important. So their knock is 7241. Now knock has been replaced by tier in 2021. So generally knock is the word which we see. So you can see here the annual salary minimum once he completed his their apprenticeship. So 58,000. So if I see the 58,000 relevant amount, $5,000, right? $5,000 a month. So you can see here the career duties, what they are doing. They are looking after and doing everything. So it is clearly mentioned on the government website. Hey, this is the annual salary. So you see per hour salary, it's $28. $28 is not a small. Generally, the Canadian is a $14 per hour. So it is just double. As low as 18 and as high as 40. And it is from the job bank, from the government. It's not from our end. So you can see here, workers employed so far, career pathways has been mentioned. So they can become a contractor, supervisor, electrician trade, industrial power. So these are the areas where they can go with that. So this is something which is over and above. And let us go on a labor market assessment. Let us see. So if you see the statistics over, so you see here, there are different provinces in BC where their requirement is there. And last year data which has been released. So employment ratio region wise, somewhere it is 3%, somewhere is it 2.6, somewhere 60%. So very high in Southwest. So you can make it out where the requirement is more, where is less. And you see in 2022, 840 times, then slowly and gradually, how much is the, and forecast is there, you can see. And this is the new area and the replacement required. 70% and above replacement is required because the age-old population is going to leave their respective programs. So they need the fresh graduates. You see, job openings region 2022 to 2032, right? You can see over here. So this is something unique, and from where you can, and now comes the industrial highlights. So in construction alone, you need 72,000 worker, right? Everywhere it is required. In manufacturing, they do need. So this is something that what comes about education and training, right? So they need at least grade 12 person who had completed his grade 12, and then he had taken the apprenticeship programs, and then they will be eligible to work further, right? So this is shown over there. So let us go back. So this is one, and now comes onto the industrial electrician program. Let us see there. Uh, so their job knock is 7242, right? First of all, and let us go. And their salary is much more. It is 82,000. If I compete with them, so it is near about 6 or 6,500 Canadian dollar average, which is giving the annual salary. And apprenticeship is required, and 1,350 required jobs are there every year, right? Over there you can see here the career overview, so they can be goes in a different areas of interest where they are required. And then the 39.50 is the per hour wage rate in the BC, low as 29.5, high as $46. So you can get an idea how much they are in demand, right? And 3,800 so far they have the work development force, so they do need a good number of people over there. Well, so let us come back to the education and training. So you can see here again, skilled trade is required. So means over and above, after completion of grade 12, getting an apprenticeship, they can easily imbibe themselves. And here the labor market statistics. Let us see. So here 3,800 is the requirement. Sorry, 1,350 is the requirement, and 3,800 people are employed in the region. And this is the map of the region, and you can see in which region is much more. So if I compare in Southwest, there is a more requirement as compared to any other region. If we compare again the Vancouver Island coast, there is a probably more requirement. Thompson, Okanagan, there are 19%. So it is divided. So you can see here, it is a futuristic trend. So it is in great demand. In 22, 27, it is growing, ever growing. You can see here. And here, the replacement, again, it is 80%. So they require 80% people. Why? Because their workforce is going to retire year by year. So you can see here. BC labor market source, it is a government source, right, which is mentioning all the data, interpreting the data with you on the government website, right? Industry highlight is there. You can see here in manufacturing 49,000, in construction 72,000, 70,000 plus is required. So you can see here there's a bright future for the student who go with that, right? So now so far, if anybody have any sort of question, they can ask from me. Anybody have any sort of question?
Hello.
No, sir.
Hello.
No.
Sir, is there any English proficiency requirement for the courses?
Absolutely, absolutely. They require. According to SDS and non-SDS, I will be giving the like acceptance, 6 overall, 6 each, or 6.5, one module 5.5. This is the requirement. Although they require a less, but I have keeping in mind so that they can get very easily feasible visa success. Generally, a trade program required over maximum overall 6, and in one module 5.5 is accepted. But I am according to the IRCC, if they have a good background in English, so they can go over there in English language proficiency.
So, what is the fee structure for these programs?
Okay, fee structure. That is a very good question. So if I talk about the this program, foundation program, electrical foundation program, so that will come around 13,500 for the entire course, including the apprenticeship, 13,500. Any other question?
Sir, what about gap?
Yeah, gap. That is good question. So when I talk about the grade 12 student, so if a student is having if it's 1 year gap or 2 year gap and even 3 year gap, it is accepted up to 3 year because in a trade program, I can accept up to 5 years, but generally I will say minimum 3 years. It is there. Even with 5 years also accepted, but
And
they need to
sir,
give the,
what about that timing?
yeah, I didn't
That
get.
timing?
Uh, timing means
Sir,
time
turnaround
allocation
time
table.
for the offer letter?
Okay, offer letter can
Yes.
be received within 2 to 3 business days. Because if I am available on time, so you can get in a 24 hours also, but I'm generally not available. The thing is there. So generally 2 to 3 business days, you take it in your hand.
Okay, sir.
So any other question? Very nice question has been raised by Monica that what is the turnaround time for the offer letter or what the thing is there. Yeah,
So
Mr.
what is the
Ankush, do you
success?
have any question?
So yes.
Yeah, Ankush, tell me.
So what is the success ratio for these programs?
It is, I will say 100%. I will say 100%. It is a trade. Let me tell you, trade and the other programmers totally different. Canada is welcoming trade professional. The visa success ratio, because there are very limited trade schools in Canada. Let me tell you, right? Li- So there is very limited trade. So success is high, and you can see the government. I have shown you the government database that they require 80% of the workforce is going to retire. So there are a lot of people, professionals in trade that they can get the PR, permanent residency, in BC alone. In BC alone. So there are a lot of bright opportunities are there. Yeah, Chintala,
Right,
do you
sir.
have any question? Yeah,
So
yeah,
one
Mr.
more
Desai.
query.
Yeah, Ankush, ask me.
So like girls can apply for this industrial yeah, electrician program.
Absolutely, absolutely. For industrial also, security cabling also. It is not like that. The proportion of employment gained by girls are more. There are say 68% of the workforce are girls in Canada in electrician. Let me tell you. So around 70% has taken by the girls. Only 30% workforce is allocated to men for construction, industrial. So that's why in both the occupations, not in one, in both the occupations.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So did you
Sir,
find,
what are the application?
yeah?
Sir, what are the application charges for these particular courses?
Okay. So it varies from program to program. Generally, it starts with $250 or $275 application fees, which is non-refundable. Anything else somebody want to ask? Any question?
I have one more question, sir.
Yes.
What will be the duration of these programs, including
Programs,
apprenticeship?
that is 24 months.
Okay. After that, we can file for